it. Good pass. Harris, short, followed up. Yes! Wilson makes one in the tournament. Now Love with a floater. And McCormick says, I'll take that. Give it up. 2-on-1. Brown to Wilson. It's going to be goaltending. Give it up. After only 2 points in the first half, Love. I almost had that one. Up ahead, Wilson charging toward Manick, who stood his ground, and they're going to call it on Manick. That in. Manny Manning said, let's go, and Harris steals it. Gives it up. Wilson up and in. He's got 9 for the game 7 coming in the second half. And Roy dying on the sideline there. Wilson likes this shot. That's why.
Brown's been kind of quiet here for Kansas, but so capable, great slasher.
There's that little nice job defensively by Samuels on the roll. Looking for McCormick, not there this time. Wilson turns around and over Dixon. Minutes in, Samuels. A little shield from one of his teammates, Dixon, but the rebound pulled away by McCormick. Watch out up Brown, you mentioned it, he can make them. So can Wilson from here. And he does! Oh yeah, over the top, right foot. 2 on him. Tap. Wilson got it back, fights for it, and delivers the 2. That weakness of showing, a little slow and tardy. Samuels did a good job denying early. Wilson slicing in and scores it off the bat. And more. He'll cut. He'll dodge. For 3. The other way.
You want to knock off a #1 seed, it's shots like those that have to go.
When McGusty's on a string, here comes Wilson. Into Morgan. Sophomore from Denton, Texas, takes it inside.
Wow, point blank layup. 2 missed. Finally gets it to go there for Wilson.
Kevin, I don't know that a 260-pound guy can squirm, but he certainly forced his way to the basket.
Now the Jayhawks. Martin is on the bench, igniting Kansas and getting them started offensively. Harris with a light foot screen. It's a Wilson 3. Good!
To scrap your way back, you just can't afford to pass up any opportunities.
Remy Martin is in. Wilson, Brown, McCormick trying to free himself, get untangled. Wilson is set up with a cut, averts the D and gets the 2. Time.
And Reeves has struggled all night. Those 2 free throws, maybe that can get him going offensively from that 3-point line. 0 of 6. Oh, missed the
Hart was cutting. Wilson is driving inside to get the lead.
For Kansas. Let's see if the All-American can take over these last 5 minutes here for Kansas.
He's 1 of 7. Wilson driving on Horkler. Takes him down low.
Oh, that's a man.
What a move.
That is
First 5 minutes of this second-round matchup. Jalen Wilson lets it fly. No, missed badly. Back tap and a second chance for Kansas.
And there's Hawkins again. Now that's just good offense by Jalen.
Martin did a good job cutting off the dribble there on Nikashvili, and it's denied. Lightfoot with a block. Martin runs a break, 3-on-2. And Martin fakes it, gives it now, and Wilson scores. And Hawkins, his mother Rhonda, she has seen her son deliver in big moments in the past at the Division II level. And here he is in his 6th year of college basketball. Wilson springs free. Nice spot.
More aggressive, looking for a shot. He has such a beautiful stroke. Sometimes I think he doesn't give himself enough credit as being the scorer that he can be to provide for Creighton.
Here goes Wilson, taking on Hawkins. That's been the target. Bill Self knows he's got a dogfight in front of him with the Creighton Blue Jays.
And how about coming out the starting lineup for Creighton? Paluma at the 5, no Fizel to start.
Oh, acrobatic finish. The Texas A&M Corpus Christi on its way. Etienne, no. Wilson sees a lane. Wilson, some contact and scores. The great guys in college basketball, and he has been around a long, long time. 37 years of Division I coaching experience, including 21 seasons as a head coach. He was at Memphis and North Texas, here in the DFW Metroplex, LSU, and of course Texas Southern now. Nice little. Clements got it back, little turnover. And that one's good. To see who will beat St. Peter's. Inside McCormick. Oh, denied. Walker again. And Wilson comes up with it and scores. NCAA tournament. Gave Texas Southern a different look inside. High-level post player. And another tournament title in the SWAC for Texas Southern. Wilson for three. Got it.
Put Oklahoma in the NCAA tournament, they could win a game.
No question. Yep, no question. And what a great coaching job Porter Moser's done.
Yep. Abaji. Harris flip inside. Good look. And there's Wilson. His lead. Make it three.
Yep. Nice job. You see that great footwork by Williams. Nice pass.
Good job, Mike.
They're playing the two bigs. Light foot on Williams, so anytime you switch, Remy's going to be at a disadvantage. Nice cut.
Wilson hangs and hits. Tech within three.
Got a mismatch again.
Warren hoists it up. And Abaji, a rebound. Martin up ahead. Kansas on top in this one. Jalen Wilson's having Kansas basketball up by 6. That's a big play.
Yep.
Another possession.
Right. 2 big turnovers by O'Banner.
Abaji. Mark lost the handle. Wilson gets it back.
68. And then inside, we watched McCormick do it as well on the other end.
Wilson hesitates. Jalen Wilson slices through the defense and puts it off the glass and in.
Ochai, that'll excite Bill Self and Remy Martin.
It is anecdotal, but it really does seem like they get a lob for Ochai Abaji almost every game.
Absolutely, yeah. They know how to set it up and disguise it.
Wilson inside. That's a tough basket. Just get going here in the second half. It'll be Texas Tech and Oklahoma in our nightcap. Wilson got post position. And over some tough defense.
That's going on Twitter tonight because every high school coach in the country is going to learn that play, except they have nobody to lob it to.
And Wilson buried.
Wilson. Abaji gets it. Nice look. A no look to Jalen Wilson.
Cottrell, the redshirt freshman, battled an Achilles last year, missed most of the season. But that's what he gives them at that position, at that big face-up shooter.
Wilson connects.
You know, it's Texas Tech, I think, is the best defense in the Big 12. And I think it's one of the reasons that they're going to be a tough out in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah. Wilson playing big, playing strong. Here's Wilson firing away from
before we came on the air. He hit a three, his first three-point attempt of the day. 4 for 22 from 3 the 8 games coming into today. So if Ramey gets off to a good start, Brandon, he has to be, I would think, one of your 4 Texas guys.
Oh, yeah, no question. That was good defense, too, by Warren Harris.
Wilson answers. Guys, and it was, you cannot make this stuff up. And he didn't say stuff.
No stitches, no big deal.
That's right. Play on.
All right, what do we got out of a timeout for Kansas?
Wilson for 3. Knocks it down right in front. Askew bails him out. 5 to shoot. Askew the run. Good hands by Harris. Abaji on the outlet.
Good job by Texas to get back. That was key, and they did it.
Jalen Wilson. Size advantage. And he uses it over the top. McCormick in the post. Up and under. The tip follow again by Wilson.
If you're in the road team, everything has to go well.
McCormick across the lane, rolls it out. Foul again.
As well as the offensive rebounds were the difference in this game. In the last game, TCU got 8 more shots than Kansas.
Harris, high pass for McCormick, but he finds Wilson able to collect, and Jalen lays. First half, after 2 the other night, he had 9 rebounds. Brown somehow got it to McCormick. He dribbles once, goes, misses, tip good by Jalen Wilson.
Care of the ball.
Miles in and out. Christian Brown boards for Kansas.
Well, that just shows you how physical Miles is. It's a much bigger Brown, but he had no problem getting to where he wanted to, getting the shot off.
Jalen Wilson. Not for Abaji so far for Kansas. Tipped around, Cork tried to give it to Miller. It deflected off him, and here comes Jalen Wilson, the drive in the bucket.
Is taking those shots beyond the arc.
And Abaji has scored in double figures in every game he's played in this year. That's 27. He missed 1 game against Iowa State in early February when he had COVID briefly. Loose ball picked up Wilson.
Example, Mark, of the athleticism we talk about. Peavy is as athletic as Abaji, which allows him to get to the basket and finish over him.
Peavy defending Abaji. Wilson on Farabello defensively. He gives him a little push, got away with it, turns, shoots, and scores off the glass. 2013 when they beat number 5 Kansas. McCormick can't. Wilson, second chance point. Lay in for Emmanuel Miller.
Well, that's exactly what you have to do in that situation. Just turn and look. Great delivery of the ball.
Wilson in a crowd. Banks it in.
Very good ball movement early on tonight for Kansas. Missed 3 in the corner, Wilson. But he cuts. Brown keeps it alive.
Future to have Brown and Sohan. That little zone look right now for Baylor.
Wilson lays it in. Boy, he drove around Brown.
3 on the season. They're 4 for 6 tonight. Short is Lightfoot, but Wilson picks it up. Talk about athleticism.
Well, hustle, too.
McGurl can't answer with the 3, and Wilson clears.
They just get out and run so well.
The last thing Bruce Weber wants is for this game to turn into a track meet.
Well, in conference play, Kansas plays at the second fastest tempo. And what I love about them is they got multiple ball handlers.
Wilson, tough 2 from Jalen Wilson. One passed away almost a year to the day last year. Played for Fog Allen and was part of the 1952 national championship team.
Might not have been a Wilt Chamberlain at Kansas without Lavanna Squires. Wilt was a great player from Philadelphia who came out to KU in the mid-50s.
Wilson all alone. Baseline 3. And bucket.
This is one area you could see it, Rich, in the first 20-plus minutes. That could be a problem for Kansas in the NCAA tournament's quick guards.
Wilson for 3. This Kansas team leads them in floor burns as well as scoring. And he grabs that loose ball. Wilson again for 3.
Man, right there, Nigel Pack, who dropped 35 in that first game. And Noel's been pretty good tonight, hasn't he?
Nigel Pack's in the top 4 in 4 different offensive categories in the Big 12. I think he's a lock.
Well, you know, that means no Baylor player.
Jalen Wilson's been hot.
This was an offensive foul, so the officials adjusted. Ocha, just a little gamesmanship on his part. Ball doesn't go in. He's looking for the 3 shots.
Those were almost identical.
They were. They talked about it at halftime. There's no question about it. This is a good crew.
Wilson for 3.
And it does
with 1:11 to go. Now 1 minute left. David McCormick has chipped in with a season-high 19 points to go along with 10 rebounds, his 7th double-double this season. Christian Brown, 1 point shy of his second double-double this season. And Jalen Wilson has 8 points and 11 boards in this game. Wilson.
Particularly good three-point shooting team. Bryce Williams, and that one wouldn't fall. And now Abaji, they don't have numbers, but Wilson up ahead and score it.
Here, freshman Kendall Brown, freshman Sohan, Thamba, and so it's going to be hard to replace him. But we're going to see him the next couple of weeks. We're going to see him next Monday in Stillwater.
Abaji, good feed. Wilson puts it in.
Kansas cuts 1 and 2 players at a time in their half-court offense because it's a way to attack the help side defense.
And Wilson drills one. Clements with the block.
Nice.
And Jalen Wilson.
McCormick, two-man game. Abaji fake on a three, the drive, the bank, no, tip-in goes, and it's Abaji collides, and he could not get that to go. The follow does. Jalen. Tanner Groves, fifth-year senior, that inside-outside game that we've seen quite a bit of this afternoon.
Look at this blow-by.
Wilson gets to the rim,
and that's a help off him.
5-point lead for the Sooners. Abaji looks for an opening.
Ohlmeyer is a great defender.
Wilson splits defenders and banks it in. And his mom played at Missouri. Harkless, he loses his footing. Brown is scraping for it. He jars it loose. Break opportunity.
He's going to attack.
Wilson.
Brady.
Switching hands.
He's good passer. Nice feel with the delivery.
3-point lead for Oklahoma. McCormick hands it for Wilson.
Strong.
Long strides. And he puts it off.
If he goes into the post area, grows, he was open too.
Gumper, Hill, way off. Rebounded by Brown. Ahead for Harris. Thought about the drive. Now we'll use the Clements screen. Brown. Swing. Shot clock at 14. Catch, fire, jumper is good. 50 to play.
That was a great look. I think Porter may have wanted to reset, though.
Sooners are 1 of their last 10 from the field. Clements has given Kansas important minutes.
I think he's the add-on here. The difference maker this game. Particularly on the defensive end.
Dribble drive. Wilson.
Pretty footwork.
Steps through on the spin.
Over 20 points a game. And this is Abaji. Goes baseline. Flips that one up. And off the glass and in.
And then that's what he does so well. He's a very good driver.
Harris, shot clock winding down. Give off Wilson. Reverses. And it's good.
Boy, really.
Going to do anything differently with your calls, stuff like that? He said, nope.
Well, Bill's one of those guys that would say, hey, if we tried that, we'd screw our own guys up. Or he'd screw up Texas.
Wilson, little floater. That rolls home.
Kansas is so good at moving the defense up top.
Carolina, A&T, and Duke. And that was back in 1944. North Carolina Central, I beg your pardon. An all-white Duke team playing an all-African-American North Carolina Central team.
Yeah, John McClendon, one of the great coaches in the history of basketball. Really the father of fast-break basketball. And what a great set.
McCormick, the right hand. Wilson is there and puts it home. In the middle of a stretch right now, playing a slew of ranked opponents. This is their 5th straight.
Bill Self goes to the bench for the first time today. As Joseph Yesufu is in, and there's a quick trigger off the out of Off the mark from 3 was Bonner. Sohan worked the offensive glass, but lost the battle to Lightfoot. Brown shovels one off. Touch pass underneath for the Jalen. Abaji from the elbow. A follow, a dead, crashing the. The lob, Wilson again out of bounds underneath. Sohan throws it down.
There was a time, speaking of that Scott Drew technical, that Coach K early at Duke went off on the officiating, and he basically said Dean Smith gets all the calls in this league. And people weren't happy with him.
Here's Akinjo the other way. Lost it.
Of course he did.
Taken away from
Harris.
In by Harris, back door. Harris brings it back off to Wilson. Lays it in.
Jayhawks minus their star, Ochai Agbaji. Here's another Cyclone turnover. Wilson, another and one opportunity.
Reliable. Great backup point guard with energy, fundamentally sound.
Here's McCormick.
Good cut.
A laser sharp pass to Wilson. Wilson alone on the wing. Got it.
Great extra. A terrific career. I can't wait to see him on senior night. He's given his heart and soul to this Jayhawk program.
Brockington knocks down the 2 free throws. He has 12.
Now or never for the Cyclones. 1-3-1 zone trying to speed Kansas up. Watch the lob. McCormick on the baseline.
Inside. Walls up by Condon. Tough shot by Jalen Wilson.
In the second half.
Here's Brown. And another offensive rebound from David McCormick.
Exactly what Bill Self needed without Ochai Agbaji tonight. David McCormick has been dominant.
McCormick saved it. Kicks it out to Wilson, who knocks down a 3 and continues.
Wheeler got away with the walk.
Now Kansas, you know about Agbaji, better than 21 a game. Christian Brown having a big year as well, better than 15 a game. David McCormick may be a huge key at both ends of the floor for Kansas.
Well, he's going to be a big factor going against Sheboygan, but dealing with Sheboygan is going to be fun.
That last time out, Holly, what do you gather in from that?
That's exactly what Bill Self just told his team. He said, I don't understand it. We're not even in this game. Only 2 guys are going to the glass. We're getting killed going to the 50-50 balls. He said, Ochai Agbaji.
Well, that's called a short roll. And those are difficult for big guys. But it wasn't difficult for Oscar Sheboygan. Never lost his balance. And as you say, didn't panic, didn't walk. This little screen roll, the middle of the floor, that middle third is where Kentucky wants to operate.
Jalen moved to a bigger stage. There's no question. Shot clock winding down. Wilson's shot wouldn't go. Tip. And it's tipped in. Jay Shannon's been super quiet this one. Agbaji spins. Couldn't hit. Rebound McCormick. Kick out. Baseline jumper. Wilson rattles it in.
View that until the final 2 minutes of overtime. A tough call. Hard.
Wilson, ball fake off the glass and good.
Here he goes again. This time over Harris. Oh, it's an air ball. Where did that come from? Wilson steps into it. That's a 3. Jalen. Harris too strong. Wilson. The persistence pays off for the bounce. McCormick, another offensive rebound. Brown. Wilson. Kansas is crushing Kansas.
Right there. He's been at the center of it. Even at his size, he's been leaving his area to go retrieve the rebound or keep rebounds alive.
Jalen Wilson puts it in. Noel. Again off the bounce. Circus shot doesn't fall this time. Wilson in transition. Fouled. Count it. +1 for
that second one right on top of the first one.
Harris high off the glass, rolled out. Wilson collects, puts it up and in.
I'll tell you.
His way ahead, gets it back. Gibson, 3. Kansas up a point. Wilson knocks it down. Harkless, shot clock winding down, pull up. And Wilson flies in and pulls down the rebound. He's been doing a better job rebounding.
And I love when he rebounds and handles the ball. He might be their best all-around passer.
Wilson, jumper, got it.
Well, I tell you, Moser wanted that shot.
Lightfoot, good job on the rebound. Brown. Wilson on the move, weaves through, puts it off the glass into the paint, and found a wide open shooter.
And totally under control. Yep. Guards are judged by how they play in the paint.
Well, there's Wilson. That's a Gibson from deep. And Lightfoot with the rebound.
Great look.
And inside there's
Johnson takes it. It's a wrestling match between those two. Wilson to the rack. Beautifully done.
Oh, what a nice look in here.
McCormick from Brown couldn't put it down. It's Wilson there to clean things up. Down 13 points. Abaji.
And look at McCormick got away with a push again.
Wilson. McCormick has been the... But the question is, Ref, who do they turn to for offense? It's McNeil.
A nice early look, though. And Brown with the contest. They got numbers here.
Nice. Wilson to the rack. Beautifully done. Kansas with possession and a 17-point lead. This is Yesufu.
Look who's there, though. McCormick keeps it alive. And he screened off to Yesufu that look.
Wilson. And they just...
They're giving a round of applause.
Little gamesmanship.
Yeah. Very receptive. Nice cut.
Trying to find an opening in his Huggins zone defense. Wilson puts it on the deck. Boys nice. Playing with confidence.
Again, no opening. Plenty of time.
Bridges. Desperately nice needed that.
Look at this run out, though. So quick.
Wilson! Wow. But they're gassed. Harris, the playmaker.
Got to get a good angle. And Wilson with the wise choice.
Brown into the corner for Wilson. Fires and hits.
It's off target. Rebound for Kansas. Into the corner. Jalen Wilson. He knocks it down. A three. Back to a 2-point game.
I think Jones has played with a lot of confidence, and he's been way more aggressive than he typically is, particularly on the offensive end.
Jalen Wilson going reverse side. Just his second basket coming off the 20-point outing. He's got 4 tonight.
And Kansas starting
to be the #1 team in the country, and Baylor would be #2. You'd say, why is that? Well, they were ranked higher in the AP poll to start the season. I got a feeling that's going to be a fun matchup no matter where they're ranked in a couple weeks.
Yeah, Baylor was actually preseason #3 in the Big 12. Right? It went Kansas, Texas fell. Brown wandering in. Ball fake. Kick out. Wilson.
Oh,
and he knocks it down. Lead. 16:23 to go here. First half. Red Raiders dropped their opener in the Big 12 on the road against Iowa State. Kansas won in Stillwater. There's Wilson with the bucket. He's as they move the ball. Inside, left hand. That wouldn't go. Fight for the loose ball. Look at Harris inside. And Jalen Wilson. Kansas fortunate that no foul was called there. Clarence Ndoli having a great first half.
Well, they're trending up towards 35.5, which is halfway to what Mark Adams thought they needed to score to win. He said they needed 70.
Clements back to Abaji. Wilson jumper, rattles it in, and he's good.
Kevin O'Banner needed that. And Tech needed that because Kansas's defense to start has been pretty good.
Answering is Jalen. Fort Worth and losing.
It would be. I'll tell you, that's a better TCU team than the one we saw last year. They lost 7 guys to transfer. They brought 7 better players in as a group. And they got Mike Miles, who's outstanding.
Wilson from deep. Got it. Wow.
If that's the case, if guys aren't performing in front of them, here's Brown trying to drive in and out. There's Jalen Wilson.
From that winning background, his first point of the day.
Abaji over the top for McCormick. Has it poked free, saved by Wilson. Count it, and the foul. Patriots 4 of 10 from downtown. KU bench outscoring George Mason's 13-0 so far. A couple reserves in for the Jayhawks right now as Wilson drives it, lays it in. Now it's just mano-a-mano. You got to guard your man on both ends of the floor. Like a pickup game in the summer. A little bit. Coleman lands. Finding Wilson on the drive. Jalen lays it in.
How much has the floor exponentially more comfortable in year 2 than I was in year 1 with Coach Self?
Wilson, foul line, knocks it down. Baker again up top. KU trying to run. Abaji was sprinting the floor. They couldn't get it to him. Good kick out by McCormick. Wilson pays it off.
All these guys got to continue to stay confident and comfortable on the floor.
Wilson off the rebound. Jalen Wilson bringing the ball up the last couple times for the Jayhawks. Zach Clements is in for the first time.
Yeah, seeing him get a little early action, probably brought on by 2 fouls from McCormick, but it'd be good to see the young fella get into rhythm.
Wilson step through, left hand off the glass. Now, shouldn't be a surprise they've come back from 12 down to tie, but there's a lot more energy on that SFA bench than the Jayhawk bench right now.
Certainly is, and it's one of the things that you have to bring, and not a lot of energy in the field house right now from the fans, haven't given these guys much to get on their feet about.
Jalen Wilson gets there on the baseline, though.
Yeah, not much you can do down there. Pretty much no man's land, that deep on the baseline, somewhat behind the backboard. Kinsmill is skilled. I don't know if he's that skilled.
Wilson out to help out Lightfoot. Pull up from the foul line. Bang.
Man, now this is what you want to see.
Clock off. Jayhawks will hold for the final one of the first half.
See what type of action we got here. I imagine that Coach Self would like to get it to his leading scorer, Ochai Agbaji.
Ochai coming to get it. Now Martin, 7 seconds. Wilson, turnaround, fading, got it. And that'll do it for the first half. Jayhawk pressure being applied now by the Jayhawks. They're going to pick up Cackle-Rees at 94 feet. Wilson, the steal, lays it in.
Brennan Scanlon at Oak Park High School. And if Kansas City area high school hoop heads know the name, well, Mark Scanlon was a longtime head coach at Raytown, where he coached a guy by the name of Tyron Liu and others. He's Kansas. Drake transferred. Self's looking for more from him. He said, I finally just told him, just go play. He's overthinking a lot of things. They're at Chivas. Big part of the Missouri-Kansas rivalry. KJ Adams inside. And a final tip.
That could be a very stressful process.
I mean, no pressure on Bill Self, really. He's only trying to keep alive the longest NCAA tournament streak in the country. They're looking for their 32nd straight appearance in the NCAA tournament. Wilson for 3. There it is. Jalen.
And the free throw wouldn't go for Adewuzu, unable to convert the three-point play. 8:14 to play, first half, 10-point lead for Kansas. And this is the first basketball game of the new UBS Arena in Elmont, New York. A replacement, if you will, for the old Nassau Coliseum. Still standing, but new home of the New York Islanders hockey team. Driving to the rack. Wilson
works, and sometimes it's a project.
We'll see if Jalen Wilson
handling ability. James rejects Agbaji, who saves it to Wilson. Wide open.
Realize from that process where he fit in the grand scheme of things.
Wilson couldn't hit. Lightfoot the rebound.
Wilson ball fake, gets inside, puts it.
So hard. I mean, think about how hard and a little fortunate North Texas has to be there to get that layup.
Wilson and one. Too strong. Gets his own miss. Spins. Too strong. Tip. Wouldn't go. Wilson. Put back. Jalen Wilson to hoop. We got Gonzaga and Duke 1 against 5. That's tomorrow night. Big 12 is going to be one of the best leagues in the country again.
I think it is the best league right now. I mean, I understand the argument for the SEC, and we'll see. I think these